All right, looks like we are finally good to go. What is up, everybody? ASAP AC19 here. And we're back for another round of Formula 20 racing. We are here at the Chinese Grand Prix. This is round 5 of the championship, if I'm not mistaken. And we do have 19 in the lobby right now, which means we're going to be getting things underway for short quali here momentarily. And let's get a rundown of the grid. Per usual, we have the man himself, Salty, in the lobby in the racing point. He is the man who runs the show here. M3 guy, the man who's stolen many a win so far this season. He is here as well in the AlphaTauri, Massive Nuggies in the Mercedes, Pyden in the Renault, Slick Willy in the AlphaTauri, Lil Stuzy Vert in the Racing Point, Mo Juice in the Ferrari, Luciano in the Haas, It's QJ in the McLaren, Veyron in the McLaren, Logan LaFleur in the Williams, and Sufjan in the Ferrari, Lukey 27 Ace in the Williams, Tidy White T, who I don't think we've seen yet, he's in the Mercedes, Keaton in the Renault, Crashmaster in the Alpha, Time Lord in the Red Bull, good to see him back this week, Exclusive Auto in the Alpha, Shazam in the Haas, and of course myself on comms here tonight, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. If you are, let me know in the chat, say hello, introduce yourself if you're new, and make sure you drop a follow as well, as this is your home for Formula 20 racing for the foreseeable future. I love these guys so far, and the grid is ultra competitive. A lot of good upfront battling as well as in the midfield, and hope to see plenty of that tonight here at China. We're going to Shanghai at the Chinese International Circuit, and this is going to be an interesting qualifying session, to say the least. Soft to hard is probably going to be the strat for most of these guys, but I'd say the optimal choice would be mediums to hards, just given the tire deg around a track like this. But we'll see who braves it out in qualifying coming up right now. And just getting a message right now, Lukey is full-time in the Williams, just so everybody is aware. He is now full-time in the Williams, and that's good to see. Tidy Whitey is a first-time sub here in the league, so we're going to get an idea of his pace in qualifying. Keaton is filling in for the second time this season, and so we have an idea of where Keaton stands, but we're going to get a better look at him tonight here in China. And again, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all being here and keeping me busy while I'm on the stream. I do it for you guys, so it's much, much appreciated. Looks like defending champ Donut is going to be absent tonight. JD is not here as well in the Renault, so that's unfortunate. But hopefully we get those guys back next week. Luckily, there's plenty of action coming up in the championship. Still many, many rounds to go. And the Drivers' Championship yet to be fully decided. Obviously, the M3 guy is leading the way just based on his performances at a couple of different races. Jay Luciano is in the chat. What's up, bud? Glad to have you here as well. And yeah, it looks like we're just waiting on Salty and Shazam to choose tire strategies here, and we should be able to get things going. We're just waiting on these two guys, and we'll have qualifying coming up for you shortly here. Apologies for my water bottle in the background. Got to stay hydrated while we're out here at a very, very hot Chinese circuit, and hopefully we get some good action in qualifying here. Looks like we're just getting waiting on Shazam now for the next couple of seconds here before we head into the session. And if I do miss seeing you on stream in the chat, guys, just drop me another note. Happy to take a look. Obviously, can't quite balance everything at once, but do my best for you. So appreciate you all bearing with me as we get through this one. Obviously, being a one-man show makes it a little bit trickier but definitely rewarding for me in the booth because I get to witness all of the action, give you my live take on what's going on the track, and I do enjoy that. As we get into qualifying, and we have rain in qualifying, so I don't know if that's going to be the case in the race. And I'm getting a message from Jay Luciano. He says, wet quali, dry race. Thank you, sir. And that's good to know, but that's going to mean these guys are going to be rocking dry setups in the wet. And I can tell you from the setups that I've built at China, that's going to be incredibly difficult to task in qualifying here. The setup basically really favors the rear end in terms of, well, grip in the dry, but in the wet, it's just going to be completely off balance. And I'd imagine we're going to see a couple of guys go rounds here, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to keep a close eye on the field in qualifying. Looks like Crashmaster is out of the pit lane first. Let's see who else has gotten out. His Alpha teammates, Exclusive Auto and Massive Noogies, have also taken the track. Looks like that's the Alpha of Auto, and there's Massive Noogies in the Mercedes. We have a couple of other cars coming out now. That's Jay Luciano in the Haas, and looks like both Ferraris exiting the pit lane. That must be Sufjan and Mojuice, if I'm not mistaken. AlphaTauri BM3 guy, and the McLaren of Veyron also on track now. A couple more cars exiting the pit. That looks like it could be a Williams. That's Logan LaFleur, yep. Time Lord in the Red Bull. And who else is out there? Salty. Nope, not Salty, sorry, my apologies. QJ in the other McLaren as well. So yeah, this is going to be a really interesting qualifying session. I'd say the cars are most likely not set up for wet conditions. You could sacrifice the race pace and try to qualify high, but I wouldn't recommend, just because it's a 50% race and you'll get bogged down pretty quickly if I had to guess. But we'll see what everyone decides to go with here in quali. Everyone obviously on the inter tires, but it's just going to depend how quickly can you put a lap time down in these kind of conditions. And we haven't seen any of that yet in Formula 20. We've seen spurts of rain here and there, but nothing in a qualifying session to my memory, so we'll have to keep a close eye on all the drivers as Massive Noogies winds up for a lap here. His first of the session, and we're going to have plenty of laps coming underway. Really no reason to wait in the pit lane. I don't think the track is going to improve all too much unless the rain dies down a little bit, which is not really coming down heavily as is, so we'll have to see in about 15 minutes where the track stands, but for now, it's looking like it's keeping its cool as Massive Noogies comes out of that first turn, and you can just see him fighting the back end. It's going to be incredibly difficult to keep this car in check in qualifying. He goes purple in 1. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously, no one's put a lap down yet, but he's looking okay coming out of turn 3 here, and up to the fast sweeping left into the right-hander. That's going to be a very, very tricky turn in these kind of conditions. You can see only about half throttle there, and then has to coast the car through the corner just to get it onto the apex. Very, very tricky, especially in conditions like this. But the rain is dying off, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's still coming down. My apologies. We're on board now with the Merc driver coming through the end of Sector 2. And a nice exit there off of a very tough turn from Massive Noogies, especially in wet conditions. That turn, I'm sure that's going to catch at least a couple different people out, and we'll have to keep a close eye on that as well. That turn specifically is going to be very tricky to get full power on in qualifying conditions, but for now, Massive Noogies coming to the final corner of the circuit here and up to the line. Let's see what it's going to be. Exclusive Auto does a 46.5. Massive Noogies does a 45.9, so a good lap from him. And let's trade over now to, how about the Alpha teammates? Oh, there goes Jay Luciano, a 44.3. Nice lap from Jay Luciano at this stage of qualifying. How about Sufjan coming through Sector 3 now? We're going to see some more times up on the board. Keep a close eye on those deltas. No Juice a 45.6. Veyron a 44.3, so he just edges out Jay with about 13 minutes to go here in qualifying. Sufjan with a 44.1 in intermediate conditions. Nice lap from him. Logan LaFleur does a 44.5. And Crashmaster a 47.9. So the pace pretty spread out at this stage. QJ with a 47.1. Tidy Whitey has gone off the track in the Mercedes and invalidated on what appears to be on the back straight. Did he just go off coming around the corner? He must have. And that's Massive Noogies with a 45.9. That says it's the fastest lap. That's inaccurate. I don't know why it's just popping up now. And I think the front wing, yeah, the front wing of the Mercedes is just done in here. And Tidy Whitey will have to go back to the pit lane. Salty's winding up the lap now. He has invalidated coming out of that corner. And that means he's going to have to go for a fresh run. Let's hop on board, though, with the now full-time driver in the Williams, Lukey Ace. He is going to kick off his first lap of the session. He is the only man on track to be putting one in right now, so we'll give him some time on camera. Coming through turn 1, looks pretty planted. No drama on the back end, and sometimes a slower looking lap in the rain is what ends up being a little bit quicker. He's well composed here through turn 2. And well on the power early. I think he's got some serious TC built into the car there. Because I think if that was me, I'd be doing donuts through turn 2. But he is purple in sector 1 is the Williams of Lukey Ace. And now through sector 2, let's see what this man can do. Coming up to the fast left-hander. Could have hooked up the apex a little bit better there, but not too much drama right now from the Williams on this lap. Does run a little bit wide on the curb there, but actually hooks it up pretty nicely. And it says he's purple in sector 2. Let's see what he can do in sector 3, because this is the make or break zone, in my opinion. This turn right here, see he runs on the curb and loses the tail end. That's going to cost him a lot of time coming out of here. And now he's full blast on the throttle. He's got to have some sort of TC on the car, because otherwise he wouldn't be doing laps like that. And that's Sufjan with a 43.9 now on the board. That's a great lap from him. I don't know if that's recent, but I think that's another lap from the Ferrari driver that he just put down a couple seconds ago. But now we have the Williams coming up to the final corner. And it's a 46.2. So interesting. He must have lost quite a bit of time in sector 3 there. And maybe it was not a purple lap as we had anticipated. That's QJ's teammate Veyron on an out lap. Who else is gone right now? Keaton in the Renault. Breaking into the hairpin. Oh, too deep. Too deep for the Renault, and he's invalidated, unfortunately. How about the M3 guy, though? Keep an eye on this man. He has been extra rapid in the last couple of sessions. Took a dominant win at a couple of tracks. Zandvoort included in that mix. He just put on a dominant performance, and I think he's going to be able to replicate that again here tonight. If he can hook up a good lap in qualifying, it's really going to be all about what you do here. And then in terms of race pace, we'll have to find out, because obviously it's going to be dry conditions for the session, so we'll have to keep an eye. Just a little bit of drama coming out of that final turn there, and it's the run down to the hairpin now for the M3 guy. Pick your braking spot wisely here, because if you don't, you're going to run too deep into the hairpin. He does a nice job of hooking it up there, and it's looking like a good sector 3 until he kicks out the tail end. And I think he has plenty of ERS and fuel to go for another run, but he's going to go into the pits with 7:55 remaining in qualifying. Little Stuzy Vert has lost the car in sector 2, just coming up to the Delta timing line there, and that's unfortunate. He is yet to get a lap in, and that's what I was saying. The track conditions just so tricky. Tidy White T though in the Merc. He's coming through sector 2, 3 now, in the beginning of 3, coming up to the long right-hander, and that's the Racing Point spinning round. And I think that's thrown Tidy Whitey off, and yes it has, and he's going to go into the wall, and that's Tire off the front right and left, and he is done from the session. And I think, I don't want to chalk that up to a little Stuzy Vert's mistake there, but I think that just threw off the Mercedes coming through the fast right. Oh man, already a tough corner as is. It's just going to put extra pressure on him to hook it up correctly, and he lost the car at a tough spot, but that's one guy out of quali there. How about Shazam? He's on an looks like Veyron's going though. Oh, it's pole position for Veyron with 6:30 to go here, and he sneaks in there by 0.7 of a second. Well done from Veyron. Willie down the back straight now. We didn't get to see him last week in the AlphaTauri. Nice to have him back on track here in China. Let's see what this man can do through sector 3 now. He's still looking okay, but I don't think he's going to be quite on the pace of the leaders, let alone maybe even, let's see if he can hook it up through the final corner. This is going to be not the best lap time from the AlphaTauri, if I had to guess, and it's not going to be a great one. It's a 48.4, so he's going to have to go again. Luciano says Veyron equals the rain god. Understood, sir. So if you're just joining us, we have 4.5 to go here in qualifying, and right now Veyron sits atop the standings at 43.2 on the Inter's great lap from the McLaren driver. Sufjan is in P2 with a 43.9. He's not quite at the pace of the leader, but he is on this first row of the grid as it stands. We see Logan gets a little bit of oversteer on exit there, but he's looking okay. Biden in 3rd, Shazam 4th, Luciano 5th, Logan 6th, Time Lord 7th, Exclusive Auto 8th, Mojuice in 9th, Massive Nuggies in 10th. And how about Logan coming out of the final corner? He gets on the curb there. Second to final corner, gets on the curb and kicks the tail end out the back. Let's see if he can improve. And he can by 3 and a bit tenths. I think he has more in him though. I think he's going to go right back at it again here. Oh, and he's off. And Logan is off. And I was wondering what that dramatic pause was there, but Logan is into the gravel here, and that's going to be at least this portion of qualifying over for him. I don't know if he has enough fuel to go for another run or what the heck he's doing right now. About the Haas of Jay Luciano. We have Krusty Chris in the chat, just here to see the M3 guy win, and fine, fair enough, tune in for the M3 guy. I love him. I think he's great for the sport. I think he's great for Formula 20, and he's been excellent so far in this series, and I think he's going to continue his dominance, but right now, he's only in 7th in qualifying, and obviously it's tricky to hook up the lap, as I said, with the setups probably aiming towards dry, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Jay Luciano up to the line, and it's a good lap from Jay Luciano. Yep, 43.5 on the board for the man in the Haas, and that's going to be plenty for him. He could go for another run if he wants to, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. You might have to cut some track limits. Pyden just put in a 44. Someone just flew into the pit lane there. I don't know who that was. Potentially Logan. Yeah, it was Logan. Noogie's up to the line, and he improves to P10, only a 45.2 for the Merc driver, but not bad by any stretch of imagination. Let's see who else is going right now. Mojuice is on a lap. Who's going up to the line right now? Crashmaster? Oh, he's gone off. Oh, and he spun again. Oh, and he spun again. He's going into the wall. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing? That was interesting. He's going to have no front wing. Wait, he does have a front wing. That's impressive. How does he have a front wing? Wait, he's going again. He's into the grass. What in the world is he doing? Breaking the meter boards. Now he's rejoining the track. Crashmaster, you're not building good rep with me, bud. We got to try to improve that. How about QJ now? He gets a lap in at the death of it. Go on board with the McLaren driver for a second here as he comes through Sector 1. Who's coming up to the line? Sufjan? Yeah, he's coming up. Oh, goes purple in Sector 3, but not fast enough on this occasion. How about Pyden to the line? Is that him? Doesn't improve. Why did he break at the line? That was strange. Time Lord's on his 5th lap, same pair of tires here. I wonder if he can even improve at this point. There's got to be some wear. Exclusive Autos finishing a lap. Who else is finishing a lap? Massive Noogie's into the pit lane. Give Auto some face time. He's not far off P8. Could improve. Got to hook up the final corner though. Into the pit. Keaton. Final 2 corners. OLR F1 in the chat. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for tuning in from Australia. We appreciate you guys. Give them a follow as well. They are the ABR Oceania Division League, and we're very appreciative of everything that they do for the organization. Obviously, bringing in a whole new aspect to international league racing, so make sure you check them out before you head off my channel as well. But drop a follow to both accounts, guys. It's very much appreciated, and we do stream quite a bit, commentate quite a bit on many different leagues. But who else is going right now? Crashmaster is invalid. Sufjan? Going into the pit lane now. So that's going to be it for qualifying then. Veyron takes pole by just about a 10th and a bit. We have Jay Luciano on the second row with Pyden, Logan and Shazam, Time Lord, the M3 guy, Exclusive Auto, Master Movies all in the top 10. Keaton, Mojus, Salty, QJ, Lukey Ace, Crashmaster, Slick, Stuzivert, and Tidy Whitey all on the grid. And I think everyone's going to get fresh tires to start on because it's going to be a dry race, which is good news for these boys. And we'll see what happens. Could be interesting. Three, two, one, and we should be going through to the leaderboard. Let's hit the home button because sometimes that does the trick. We have yellow flags everywhere, and what's going on? Says Crashmaster's in the pit, but he's not in the pit. Patience with Codemasters is everything. Anyways, guys, final rundown of the grid and the times there for you. Keep an eye on those. Gives you some clue into the pace, at least in wet conditions around China from these guys. And Veyron did a nice job of hooking up a quick lap there. He's going to take pole for the start of this one. I would imagine we're going to see some interesting strategy choices from a lot of these drivers. And I'm looking at the M3 guy right now starting in 8th. He is going to be in an interesting position, just given his potential in the championship, as well as Luciano, who won, obviously, at France. And he is going to be in dire need of a good performance here at China. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the chat. Who do you think is going to take the win here? Obviously, we haven't seen dry pace yet, but we're going to get some clue of that early on. Just throw a random prediction at me, maybe. Could be interested to see who thinks who is going to win. And there we go. Dry conditions for the race here, which is nice to see. And that means these guys will get to throw the cars through every corner, which will be nice for us, as opposed to watching some rain action. Although the rain does provide some interesting moments, I'd say the pace would be quite spread out in the field as well. Maybe this will provide some closer racing, especially on a track where it's really hard to overtake, apart from Sector 3 on that long back straightaway. There's maybe, turn 1, and then if you could pull it off into turn 3, but it's super aggressive, maybe into the end of Sector 2, start of Sector 3, and no formation lap tonight. We're going straight to 5 lights, and we're going to go. Yes, we're going to go, and someone jump starts. That's Exclusive Auto on the jump start there, and you can just see he's off to the races already, and that's the M3 guy. No, that's the M3 guy who's jumped to start. What the heck was that? So I don't know what just happened at the beginning there, but we're off to the races here. Oh, we have contact. We have contact. I wonder, is damage just not on? How are these guys? I mean, damage has to be on. We've seen wings get lost, but it must be on reduced because I've seen some serious crashes in just a matter of a couple of laps of qualifying and now into the start of the race here. And it's just been total chaos. The whole field gets away cleanly, though. And no, oh, that's a McLaren getting a little bit edgy on the curb. That's QJ. Shazam gets by Shazam gets by Time Lord, and the Haas boys are up into 4th and 5th. Good to see for them. M3 guy, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. How did he get the start that he did and no one else? There's got to be some sort of lights glitch. QJ loses out to Mo Juice into the hairpin there. Going safely through on lap 1, it appears. No incidents so far. Someone's into the pit lane. That's going to be Exclusive Auto. And he's going to serve that drive-through right now. Yeah, I don't understand. The M3 guy definitely jumped the start, unless it was just lights out on his screen, which, again, gotta be patient with Codemaster. Sufjan's looking for the move. Sorry, Jay Luciano's looking for the move deep into the braking zone, and the tire compounds are gonna make or break the difference here. Sufjan's gonna do his best to keep up out front, and him and Jay are getting dicey to the fast left and right. See what everyone's tire strat was, and apart from Sufjan, everyone's gone for the mediums. Interesting choice, but probably be mine as well. Oh, and Sufjan's round! Sufjan is round. He must have touched with Jay Luciano there, and that's Sufjan going to be dropping way down the grid right now. Absolute shame to see for him, but it is what it is, sir. Logan and Pyden going side by side. Time Lord almost goes into the back of the Renault. Gets some oversteer on exit there. And Shazam must have made an error, because now Logan is all over the tail of him as well. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? I don't think he's close enough. And he doesn't look like he is. Massive Nookies is into the pit lane. Getting the view from Pyden here. Oh, and that's Time Lord and the Ferrari of Mo Juice coming together there. Sorry, is that Sufjan? It's both of the Ferraris. Let's pull the UI back up. My apologies. It is Mo Juice. He activated NOS. Couldn't agree more. Serious VTEC on M3's car, says JDR. Ofe says, Logan the Flare is going to pull something out. Krusty Chris is not sure how that happened, but I like it. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I don't know if I like it, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit gutted that it's going to happen in that fashion, and he clearly isn't slowing down for anything. He's just going to keep going. That's going to be super controversial. That's the issue. You know, if he doesn't continue going, he's going to lose a lot of time to the leaders. But if he drops back to 8th place, he's now almost 6 seconds behind the lead, and he's into the pit. He must have gotten a drive-through penalty, yeah? Yeah, he's going to serve it right now. He's going to serve it right now. Pit crew's not coming out, right? Let's see. Nope, pit crew's not out. That means he's serving the drive-through that he got. So yeah, let's see where he comes back out in the mix here. It's going to be P9, P10, P11, P12. Yeah, P12. P13 for the M3 guy. Shame for the jump start there. Aaron's holding the gap right now to Jay Luciano, but it's only 1.1. And this is interesting. Slick Willie has gone for the softs. I don't know how long those are going to last around here, but he could gain a little bit of time just based on the fact that they're more grippy. But he's going to lose them in like a lap, 2 laps, not very long from now. OLR F1 saying it's VTEC blue, and yeah. The M3 guy, unfortunately, I mean, he's only in 11th, which isn't bad considering the pit stop there, but he's not going to be looking at big-time points today unless we see a safety car. How about the Ferraris? Sufjan's going to go for a move. His teammate does not have DRS. Sufjan to the inside on the hard tires. He's going to get the move done on Mo Juice here, and this is crucial for Sufjan. The more time that he can gain on the leaders, he's going to have so much pace at the end, so much pace. And the hards are not going to be settled in just yet, but once they do, he'll have plenty of life in them to go till, I'd say, almost about lap. He might even go softs. He might even go softs at the end. If he could take these to lap 21, 22, probably 22, end of 22. 21. Probably need the extra lap of time. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens here. Everyone else is going to be going mediums to hards, which means Sufjan would have insane pace at the end of the race over everybody, through every corner. We'll have to keep an eye on Sufjan, but now let's check in with Salty. And how about who else is out there? Yellow flag sector 2. I don't see one. I don't see any issues. Salty's catching the Ferraris. Keaton and QJ are battling in 12th and 13th. Looks like Keaton's missing a front right end plate. QJ's missing a front right end plate too. Ooh, someone just went round there. That's Luki Ace. Shazam was going for the move on Jay Luciano, but not on this occasion. Sorry, all the way around. Logan was going for a move on Shazam, but not on this occasion. And how about this time down the start-finish straight? He's gaining quickly. He's got the DRS open. He's going to go for the move. To the inside is Logan LaFleur, and he is up into the podium positions. Veyron and Jay Luciano lead the way still, and Veyron's gap is increasing. In the McLaren, he's up to 2.7 now. Got to keep working all four tires and make sure none of them are overheating, because it's going to be really important to have that tire life in about 5-6 laps time, just to keep the pace and not lose out before the pit stop. Otherwise, all that hard work's going to go to waste. Who else is on the move right now? Let's take a look. It's like this battle between, so Salty made an error there somewhere. Ojuice and Sufjan are just trying to catch the pack. Sufjan's closing in on Time Lord in 6th. So we have a three-way battle coming here. I'm interested to see. Sufjan obviously has a very good pace, just raw pace, but are the hards, I mean, how long can he go? He's going to go to the inside. He thinks about the move, backs out of it, and it sent Time Lord offline, though. He's going to go deep, and Sufjan takes the position with ease there. Time Lord's trying to fight back, but nothing happening. And get it done in the DRS zone here. He's gaining, but Sufjan darts out of the slip there, and is well done to hold the position. Ferrari back up into P6, and now a podium doesn't look so unlikely. Even with the early spin, he's still managed to keep the gap relatively close to the front-running pack, and the tire difference at the end is just going to play. It's going to play into everything, to be honest with you, and I think he can pull it off, depending on how long these hards last, but you can see he's not pushing overly hard, hasn't made many mistakes at this stage, and as long as he keeps it going clean and smooth here, shouldn't be an issue for him to pull out some serious points on this one, but the Ferrari has a lot of work to do. Still 21 laps of racing, guys, if you're just tuning in. This is Formula 20 Round 5 of the Chinese Grand Prix. They're a little bit into the race now, obviously qualifying is well done and over with. And as it stands, Veyron still leads the way. Still leads the way after a great qualifying performance in the wet conditions. Jay Luciano's up to second, Logan third. Oh, and that's the Ferrari. That's the Ferrari of who? That's Moju's into the wall, and that's virtual safety car. I don't know what happened there. But man, Moju's made a huge error coming out of the fast right-hander. If we ride on board here with the Renault on the left, you see the Ferrari there in through the timing screen. You're going to get another look at it. From Exclusive Auto right there on the left is the Ferrari of Moju's. He's done. And we're back to racing now. Logan, drive-through penalty. Drive-through penalty for Logan, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to catch that back on the stream. John Carlos is here. Good evening to you, sir. Tighty Whitey, 3 seconds. And yes, Logan LaFleur has a drive-through for speeding under the virtual safety car. John Carlos, thanks for tuning in, my guy. Appreciate you being here. Logan is going to have to serve that in the next couple of laps. Shazam is looking good. Pyden's looking good. Sufjan is looking great as it stands, and Time Lord is starting to lose a little bit of the gap to Sufjan. Who else is battling? The M3 guy, after serving that the drive-through early, is back up into 9th and hunting down Salty. Neither of these guys have stopped yet, so this is good pace from the M3 guy. And there goes the M3 guy through on the racing point into the hairpin. Nicely done from the AlphaTauri to get the move done. And he's up into 8th pace now. Logan is serving the drive-through penalty. Let's see where he comes back out at the end of the pit lane. He's close, but he's not that close. He's going to probably re-enter the track, I'd say P10. P9. Time Lord. Yeah, it just says he got past the M3 guy, but M3 guy's not gotten to him yet. QJ 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Unfortunate for QJ, but it is what it is. Giancarlo saying fast boys, and yeah, these are some of the best American League races around, at least from my knowledge. Veyron is definitely up there. Luciano's definitely up there. The M3 guy, I mean, it's just undeniable that he's up there as well. Logan, on a lot of occasions, has looked good. I believe he's Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong, Logan. Sorry if I am. Last name looks a little bit French-Canadian from the looks of it. And yeah, there's plenty of guys in here with good pace. A couple guys who could work on the racecraft just a tad, but for the most part is all good. Exclusive Auto is in a 3-way battle right now with Lukey Ace and QJ for P12. That's the only good battle, in my opinion, as Logan gets by Salty, and Salty's made a huge error into the hairpin there. It's gone way off the track. And a virtual safety car. Mojuice has DNF'd. Where is Mojuice? Where is he on track? I don't even see him. Who's just gone deep there? Lukey Ace? He did go deep. What the heck is going on, boys? Where's Mojuice? Oh wait, that's when he crashed earlier. Why do we have a VSC? I'm guessing it's because I'm guessing it's because Salty went into a wall. Yep, front wing's going on for him right now. Oh, he's getting double stacked. Oh, he's double stacking with Little Stuzy Vert. That's huge. Oh, that's so not good for Little Stuzy Vert. Gonna crush his hopes in the race here. Team is not ready for him in the pits. Veyron's gap is 3.1 to Jay Luciano, and Shazam is clean and clear in third. He's got Pyden behind in the Renault, but he's not particularly close there. You see Sufjan in the Ferrari. He's not extremely far behind the leading group here, and he could be in for a really good performance. It all depends how well he can push those hard tires. For how long can he push them? Is it going to be a medium change for him? Is it going to be softs? We'll have to see. Veyron into the pits though for now, and he is going to go to the hards. Definitely no chance that he's going for anything else. Everyone else is going to stay out, which means Jay Luciano takes the lead of the Grand Prix. So for the first time in 11 laps, we have a new leader. That's Jay Luciano in the Haas, and we'll see. Can he get the undercut done? It could be potentially possible, especially with the hard tires being the option here. And you can see, where is he? Veyron comes out in 6th. Why does it say he still has his... He had to serve a drive-through penalty, didn't he? Oh my lord, so Veyron, he didn't get fresh tires at all. Veyron had to serve a drive-through penalty. Man, that's an absolute shame for the McLaren. Keep messing that up. He is a phenomenal driver. He's had a great race and a great qualifying, and it's all going to be let down due to that drive-through. Lucky for him, still in P6, which is really, really tasty. That means Jay Luciano is way out in front as it stands. Look at the gap to his teammate, 5.3. He's got plenty of room to work with here. Who else is battling? How about the M3 guy and Veyron now? So this is an interesting mix. They both have served drive-through penalties in the pit lane. They're now battling. We're 6th and 7th on track, and I can't believe. I just can't believe what's happened in this race so far. Time Lord into the pits, times it just perfectly up to the line there, and doesn't get a penalty, but Crashmaster appeared to pick up 3 seconds. If I'm not mistaken. Let's take another look at that. Yeah, it is a fun race, John Carlos. Appreciate you being here too, my friend. And yeah, Crashmaster's going to get 3 seconds there. And yeah, it's been a good one so far. Time Lord has been the first guy to pit, really, in terms of the group that has. He's the leading man, but he's not going to come out ahead of the leaders. QJ gets by Lukey Ace. Flag in 3. That's not accurate. There's nothing going on there. M3 guy with very little ERS to play with. He's going to have to just conserve at this point, see if that helps him. It says the pit window's open, but it's definitely been open from what we've seen. A lot of guys have already chosen to make their stop. Logan just picked up 3 seconds, and that yellow flag in Sector 3 was for what looks to be Time Lord. I don't think we have a yellow flag everywhere now. But we don't have a safety car. What the heck, Codemasters? Come on. Gotta be better than this. Gotta be better than this. Sufjan is catching Pyden in P3. But you see, this is crazy because Sufjan, after getting spun, has come all the way back now and is fighting for a podium spot in a group that hasn't picked yet either. He could easily, if he can push, easily find himself on the podium now. I mean, what a drive from Sufjan so far. This has been impeccable.
just to manage the tires after the spin. QJ 3 seconds there. And he's into the DRS zone now. Let's see if he goes for the move on board. He's in overtake, but I think he's just trying to make up ground. He's not going to go for the move. He's too far back yet. Ferrari's going to break in nice and tight behind the Renault. He could go for it into turn 1 though, so let's keep an eye here. Coming out of the corner, yeah, he's nice and tight up on the back of that Renault, right on the gearbox, and that's when Python bolts for the pit lane. And that's going to give Sufjan fresh air, DRS, and he's just going to turn the engine up and blitz, absolutely go. Jay Luciano in the pits, Veyron in the pits as well, and so is Logan LaFleur. And look at the gap, Sufjan's only got 3.5. Up to Shazam 3.4, and I think he's going to keep taking time out every corner as the mediums are definitely falling off. They're not even close to the hards. The hards are right in the prime area of their peak, I would say. But that's just about it. Now coming out of the pit lane, let's see here. Jay Luciano has a 9-second gap on Python and another 2.5 back to Veyron. Massive Noogies sneaks on by Keaton when he heads into the pits. Let's see here, Time Lord's trying to hunt down the McLaren in front of him. That's Veyron, who's just come out on fresh hard tires. Hards to the end, says John Carlos. Absolutely. From this point on, no issue. Even Slick Willie, who's already done 4 laps, will be fine. That's Veyron getting out of shape. And that's going to allow Time Lord and the Red Bull to slide on through into P6 on lap 14 of 28 here. Thank you guys again for tuning in. And thank you for sharing out the stream. It's much appreciated. Get as many people on here as possible. I do it for the viewership, not for myself. I just enjoy commentating for you guys. It makes it more entertaining for me. The more people I have tuned in. So do your best to share this out if you can. Share it with friends, share it with your family, share it with grandma. Open it up on 2 different tablets. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Just get the viewership numbers up. Helps pump these guys up towards the top of the Twitch leaderboard. Gets them some more well-deserved face time. And as we see QJ... No, that's Veyron fighting back on Time Lord here. But Time Lord's going to tuck in just before the final corner. Now the question is, can he hold it onto turn 1? Veyron's gaining. He's going to go to the inside line. Yes, he is. But he has to back out at the final second. He's going to try to hold it up the inside. He's going to get the move done on the Red Bull through turn 1. Nice move there from Veyron. Just showcasing some pace. Mojuice saying, was doing so well, then lost at FML. I feel you, buddy. I know. It's just a tough situation. That corner can really catch guys out. And if you're not prepared, if you don't have the setup, honestly, tuned in just to the right specifications, you will find that back end stepping out through that corner, especially on tires that aren't brand new and fresh. Time trial, as I always say, is just the death of drivers in this game. You cannot set up the car with time trial setups. You have to make it acclimated to the track. Otherwise, you're just going to find everything is out of balance when you get to the performance that you're looking for. John Carlos saying, nice move, tricky. Yeah, it was a tricky move into turn 1 there from Veyron, but he got it done nicely. And look at the gap he's pulled out on Time Lord already. Just a huge gap. Who else is in the battle for some points? How about Exclusive Auto and Salty, who just ran wide and picked up 3 seconds. So as it stands, he would need to gain some ground on the Alpha behind him if he wants to keep position, but for now it's looking pretty close out of this long sweeping right. Mojuice was just talking about this in the chat. This is where he lost it, going up over the exit there. He is not close, but he is gaining quickly. Let's see if he goes for the move. He is on the button, but it's not going to be enough on this occasion. Too far back. Oh, he sends it to the inside, and no, that was not the time to go for it. You can see he sends it way too deep. And 3 seconds of time penalties there. Little Stoozy Vert. Keaton's looking for the move. Nothing happening. Exclusive Auto just picked up 3 seconds, so I'm not surprised. Logan's not far behind Time Lord right now. Veyron's trying to hunt down Python in the Renault. Juice saying Time Lord a little bit glitchy in the session. That seems to be an issue with, I don't know, anything that Codemasters makes right now. No offense, Cody's, but you guys are just, I don't know what you're doing. out to lunch for the last year, apparently, because this game's just more or less trash in a lot of different areas, and I don't care if you don't like it. Maybe Twitch will ban me. We'll have to see. Either way, just try to improve it, please, because we all want to go lead racing, and Bayron wants to get the move done on Python. You can just see him hungry. He's already on the button, I'm guessing, because he's gaining quickly, and this move should be pretty easy for the McLaren driver. Bayron to the inside line. And yeah, the Renault's not going to fight too much. I don't think he wants to hold up Bayron. He wants to use him as kind of a, call it like a toe to catch up to the pack. Sufjan's in the pits for mediums, so there's your answer. And he's going to come out ahead just barely. There he is. There's Sufjan, and he is in, I think, the provisional lead. No, sorry, my apologies. That's Jay Luciano in the provisional lead. Sufjan in P4. In P4, after all the drama on lap 1, Ferrari driver is in P4, and he is well within range to hunt down Shazam for P3. M3 guy still has to pit, so Sufjan's already in provisional P3, which is just absolute madness. UJ just picked up 3 more seconds. He is down in 14th. Slick Willie and Lukey Ace trade positions on track heading into turn 1. There's plenty of battling going on back there. I'm going to check in with that real quick. Look at this group that we have. That's Slick, Lukey, QJ, and Noogies all in a line. We have QJ on softs, who they're just not going to be able to go to the end, my friend. I'm sorry. Just the way that it is. You're going to have to pit at least one more time. Saying, now I'm working as an engineer. I hope it's for your teammate. And if you heard me, let me know that it's for your teammate, because I wouldn't want you giving strat to another team. Especially with your boy well within a range of a podium here, potentially a P2. And depending on penalties, we'll have to take a look at the end in 10 laps time. Maybe P1. So you can see that group is broken up now. Just from that strange incident as I was talking. My apologies. Sufjan is pulling out the gap now on Bayron just a tad. Bayron's going to really have to hook up Sector 2 if he wants DRS, and it's going to be tricky. Sufjan's mediums are probably right about kicking in. And Bayron's hards are not by any means slow, but they're not going to be as fast or grippy. Corners like that one and this one coming up. Sufjan's got the second that he needs. Just got to hold it now. And yeah, with that error there from Bayron, it's going to be an easy keep. How about Sufjan, though? Making up so much ground in such little time. Really impressive to see. Exclusive Auto is right behind Salty in the battle for P9. Giancarlo's working the night shift in Holland. Moju says usually for my teammate, but he has no mic, makes it hard. Yeah, I know he can hear you though, so if you want to relay messages to him, I'm sure he would appreciate that. Exclusive Auto does not have the pace on this occasion to get by, but he does have good grip out of the final corner. He's going to fight Salty up to the corner here. And now in the DRS, can he get it done here? 3/10 is the gap. And he looks like he's going to go for the move. He's got the speed. He's going for the inside line. Yes, he is. Is he going to hold it? Yes, but not enough for P9 on this occasion. Salty keeps position and runs wide through there and deep through here. The switchback for the Alpha. They make contact. And it's going to be careful there. Salty just a little bit out of shape there coming through Sector 1. Luckily, Exclusive Auto keeps his front wing and the position for now. Jay Luciano has picked up 3 seconds of time penalties. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Sufjan is only 7.9 behind right now, which means that gap that he needs is 3 seconds, only 5 gained, and he has plenty of time and the life in the tires. You can see Veyron has been passed, Shazam has been passed by Sufjan, and Veyron is now closing up on him as well. Veyron is in the battle for the points. M3 guy has got to be thinking about pitting this lap. I mean, he's going to come out in like P6, P7, P8. He's still going. Crazy that he's done 20 laps on mediums. Fair play to the M3 guy. Is Exclusive Auto going to have the pace out of this corner to go for the move on the racing point? It's not looking like it. And yeah, he's too far back, I'd say. How about Veyron, though, closing in on Pyden? Sorry, Veyron closing in on Shazam. I'm reading the leaderboard wrong, guys. It's just been a difficult evening for me. I'd say on comms, not my best, but let's check in on the chat here. M3 going to soft, says JDR, and going to drive like a bat out of hell. Yeah, I would not be surprised. I just don't know where he's going to be able to come because the gap to Jay Luciano is 1.8 seconds. He's not going to finish first. He's not going to finish second, or third, or fourth, or fifth. I'd say he's going to come out near Time Lord. Keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye. Giancarlo says, overtaking there in the inside curve never works. The outside is better. And, yeah, it can happen. About Veyron, going to go for the move. Gaining speed, gaining speed, gaining speed to the inside line. Nope, not on this occasion. Wait for it into the first turn. And now the M3 guy's into the pits, and it's going to be softs. The question is, where does it come out? Here goes here goes Veyron on Shazam to the outside line. Interesting choice. He's going to hold it, battling side by side through the corner, but he's going to have the inside for this one. And that's the Haas tucking in, almost looking for the switchback, but on traction, I'd say Veyron's looking a little bit better today. Well done to hold position. No move coming here. Unless it's a bold one. Nope, it's better. So there's the M3 guy. He has come out ahead of the Time Lord. Man, yeah, he's going to close this gap down so fast. We're going to have to keep an eye on him, at least for a second here. You know, we'll switch. We'll switch back to him momentarily. Let's check in. Who else is battling? Salty is now into P9 clear. And Salty's going to have he's going to be happy with this one if he can sneak out P9. After all the drama, who else is battling? Keaton and Massive Noogies for P10. That's a points battle. With the gap of the M3 guy, it's been 3 seconds down to 1.5 in less than half a lap. He is flying. And we do have yellow flags everywhere, but that's just an error. Look at the time he's gained. He's in DRS. He is in DRS. He's gained 2.5 seconds in a lap. And how does he not get it? How does he not get DRS there? Must have been out. That's how much time he's gaining. He just didn't get. He didn't even get DRS. Wasn't there at the timing line, but now he's well within range. And man, he is gonna. Oh man, he's gonna breeze by for P5. I said he wasn't gonna take P5, but. Yeah, I'm wrong. Beauty move by Veyron, says JD. John Carlos giving some claps in the chat for him as well. Yeah, I would agree. Oh, side by side, the Williams and the Renault. This is not good for either of them. Not good for either of them. The M3 guy could look for a move here, and he's getting forced off track by Pyden. And luckily, both of them keep their wings and their wheels. That's just going to hinder the M3 guy a little bit. Not too bad, because obviously he's not going to... I don't think he can catch Logan, even with the pace that he's going to have on softs. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. You know what? I was wrong so far. Let's keep an eye on him. So now Veyron is actually not far off the tail of Sufjan. That's interesting. You'd think Sufjan would have the pace on the mediums to pull away, but right now, Veyron looks really at home. No DRS though, and that's going to be crucial. Can Sufjan break it into the next turn? And how about the M3 guy? He's going to have the move done by a mile here, if I had to guess. Salty has retired. He's in the pit lane, though. What happened there? M3 guy moved on the Williams, and it's not going to be an issue on traction. He's got plenty of grip in the softs. Through into P5. Now Sufjan's pulling away a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Yeah, Moju says Veyron being a beast in this race. I mean, yeah. To come back from the drive-through penalty and to be here, P3, fighting for P2, not far off Jay Luciano. Remember, 3-second penalty for Jay. I don't know if it's going to all work out for Jay. We're not there yet, guys. We still have 5 laps to go. Veyron's not far off Sufjan. One error from Sufjan. That's Veyron P2. Even Shazam could be in the mix. M3 guy is just gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining. I don't know if he's going to catch Shazam, but what a comeback drive from him too, man. After serving the drive-through from a terrible, just mistimed jump start, he's going to come all the way back and find himself at now P5, but it could even be more than that. Shazam is on the fast soft. Oh, Shazam is fast on the soft. He's not on the softs. That's the N3 guy. But, man. 5.3 is the gap now. Massive Noogies is going toe-to-toe right now with Keaton for P9. They're in Sector 2, and they're looking racy, both of them, on the hard tires. The advantage here for Massive Noogies, 2-lap fresher. M3 guy puts in a 33.4 on the softs, and, yeah. Boys, be ready. Be ready for him. He's coming up quick. Is Noogie's going to have a go here on the Renault? Yes, he is. And it's going to go by a freaking country mile to the inside as the Mercedes well before the corner. And into the braking zone. You can see he just pulled out so much time there. DRS and overtake enabled, and that's him into P9, but he gets a little bit of drama on the exit. Gotta hold it tight. Don't give the position back into turn 1. That's so crucial. And he's broken out of range of the slip, and that's going to be safely into turn 1 then. For the Mercedes driver, nice job for Massive Noogies to slide into P9. The M3 guy is really closing in. Really closing in on Shazam. Look at the gaps. Look at the gaps, he's bringing it down. Gap's 2.0 now. You can see the M3 guy just in the background there. He is closing in on P4 at a rapid pace. And I can't pull away from this, guys. I'm sorry if you want to see someone else on track right now. I can't pull away from this battle because it's going to come down to presumably the penultimate, if not the final lap. And man, I can't believe the M3 guy is going to pull off the mediums to softs. That's beyond me. Salty in the chat saying controller turns off. I have no brake pedal 3 times, and I can't change my controller setup mid-race. Salty, I don't want to say I told you, but I warned you that leaving the controller on might be a bad idea. And it's going to be one on this occasion. He's not going to finish today. Is Salty Crashmasters also out, as well as Mojuice. Mojuice says, let's grab a beer, boys. Count me in. Where's my invite? Pour me a cold one, please, please, please. John Carlos, the softs are dead. Don't think the M3 guy can make it to P4. I don't know about that because he's right on the tail of Shazam right now. And there's still a lap and a bit to go here. The question is, can he keep them in check? This is where I would just sit behind Shazam, save the tires, and just attack on that back straight. I mean, it's already a hell of a comeback drive from both Sufjan and Veyron and the M3 guy, and it's not over yet. Veyron's still in DRS range on Sufjan, so he's done a phenomenal job on the hard tires to keep up. And the M3 guy is very close. He's getting even closer. That's QJ off in Sector 2 there. That's what you see that yellow flag for. And now the question is, with basically no battery to his name, he's not going to be close enough on this occasion. Oh, and he breaks deep. He almost hits the Haas. Veyron's much closer than he was on Sufjan. He's going to be right on the back of him into Sector 3 if I had to guess. And this is going to get crazy on lap 28 of 28. It's the final lap, and they're getting punchy in Sector 1. Veyron trying to fight to the inside on Sufjan, but nothing happening. Trying to fight back on the switchback. He's not going to get it on this occasion either. Is he going to go for the move? This would be a really poor decision. Don't give Sufjan DRS if you're looking for the move, because he is just going to slide right back on by, and he tucks in wisely here at the end of Sector 1 now. Let's keep an eye, though, on the M3 guy and Shazam. They're battling for 4th and 5th. I think Shazam may have a penalty, if I'm not mistaken, so the M3 guy might get P4, but the battles are alive right now. And Moju saying, you deserve a beer for your job with our lead commentary. Man, I might have to have one after this. My voice is kind of going right now. It's tough. It's tough when you're on your own, but we power through. Still 1 lap to go. Veyron almost sends it into the back of Shazam. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. That's QJ retiring in the pit lane. And now the question is, does Veyron have the pace out of the final corner on the back straight? Gets a little bit of oversteer. Sufjan's going to be putting everything into defending this one. Can he from Veyron? It's coming up to the hairpin corner. Let's see if he can get the move done. He's going to have to send it. No, not close enough. How about the M3 guy? No, he's not close enough either. Can he go for the move, the switchback move here? Veyron's so close to Sufjan, but up to the line. They're both going to cross. And that's Sufjan and Veyron through. And Jay Luciano takes the win here at China. Shazam and M3 guy up to the line. He can't get it done. It's P5 for the M3 guy. Logan now crossing the line. Pyden, final couple of corners for the Renault. He's going to take best of the rest, P7. And very nicely done from Pyden. Here comes Time Lord in the Red Bull to the line now. He is across. Massive Noogies is so far behind. Keaton and Exclusive Auto are in a battle for P10 though. Let's go on board with the Alfa Romeo. Can he get it done on the final lap here? He's got to put everything into it on the straight. Does he have the ERS? We can't see on the screen there. It's just cut off where the wheel is, but he's closing in quickly on Keaton. Keaton's definitely using all the battery. Is he going to send it to the inside? No, not on this occasion. And now Massive Noogies is going to come up to the line just ahead of these two. Let's see if any of these guys jump around on penalties. Lukey Ace isn't far back either, 2.7 behind. And there's Massive Noogies to the line. Keaton takes P10 and Exclusive Auto P12 gets jumped by Lukey, who just misses out on some points, 0.3 of a second, and that's it for this one, guys. That's the session done and over with Crashmaster. I don't even know why he's still driving, or if he's driving. Congratulations to our winner in the Haas, Jay Luciano. And after so much drama between France and China, man, I think he's pretty happy to be back in the winner's seat. Let's get him in for an interview ASAP. This man deserves it, and I'm guessing he's very, very pleased with himself today. Let's pull his gamer card up and get him in the party. Jay Luciano is your winner here today at China, guys. Sufjan and Veyron take the podium with him after incredible comeback drives. Sufjan with that spin on lap 1. Veyron with the drive-through penalty served. M3 guy served one as well to take P5. That just shows you the raw pace that these front runners hold. And look at the gaps. Look at the gaps right there. 1.198, 0.332 of a second. That's so dramatically close. As well as back here, Luki Ace, 0.324 seconds off of a point. Craziness. Absolute craziness. There you go, guys. That is it for this one. Here at China, we've done 28 laps. Driver of the day, according to the game, Tidy Whitey. Let's see who else. I'm going to take a look at the leaderboard. There's plenty of guys to keep in mind here. I would say it's probably, in my mind, got to go to one of the guys who did the ultimate comeback drive from either some spins or a penalty. And let's take a look at the final standings. So there you have it, guys. Jay Luciano takes the win here in China, even with that 3-second penalty. Well done by him on the one stop to come back from third on the grid to take the win. Driver of the day. Driver of the day. Fastest lap, 8th to 5th. Jump started, served his drive-through penalty. I don't know. I think that's a yes from me. I'm gonna go with M3 guy for driver of the day. Well done from him to scoop up 5th place points and the extra. Fastest lap did an absolute manhunt at the end there to take P5 and almost snuck away with P4. Well done to him. Let's get him in since we can't seem to connect here with Jay Luciano. Good evening, sir.
How's it going?
Good. I assume you already included your audio. I don't need to tell you multiple times.
Yeah, I included my audio.
Awesome. Well, I'll start with you. JSJ has joined us now, but man, the jump start to the comeback drive to the absolute overtaking mission you went on at the end, that was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. I wasn't in the... We usually do a formation lap, and I didn't have my mind set to start the race right away. I saw the lights. I knew there was a formation lap, but I jumped anyway, and from there on out, I knew that the entire race was going to be a catch-up game. So I hauled my butt, used all my gas, used all my ERS, tried to make as big of a gap as possible, serve my drive-through, and just keep going.
And how about that battle with Shazam at the end? Were the softs going off? Is that why it was tricky to make a move, or just nothing in the tank?
Yeah, nothing in the tank, plus the softs already went off. You could feel them falling off after about 4 laps. You could feel them falling off real fast.
No, I'm not surprised. M3 guy, well done on the comeback drive and driver of the day, bud.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. But now we're joined by the winner, Jay Luciano. Well done, sir.
I've been waiting for this interview forever.
I know. Do you have your audio included so everyone can hear it?
Yep.
Good man. Man, I would imagine after everything that you've been through between France and now, you are probably ecstatic with how that went.
I am happy to win, but realistically, this was Veyron's race to lose. He was so much faster than I was, so I feel bad. And I made contact with Sufjan, he went around, so I'll take the win, but I needed it bad.
Yeah, and I think those guys will be pretty happy with themselves, obviously, P2 and P3 respectively, so no harm, no foul. Just talk me through it. It didn't seem like you came to grips with the last couple tracks we've been at. What was different about China that kind of popped out at you and helped you put on such a performance today?
Well, Brazil, I've just had trouble with drive-throughs because of virtual safety cars, where I can't leave a big enough gap, and then I come to a corner and I go red, and then next second I get a penalty. So that's really been my only goal, is to avoid drive-throughs. And I wasn't confident with China. It's not my favorite track, just like I'm sure it's not anyone's, but I tried to make a setup that felt good, and I was surprised because the mediums did not. I had so much understeer, and as soon as I put on the hards, the car felt good. I was ready to go.
Awesome. Well, Jay, congratulations on your second win of the season. Big time points for you and for Haas, sir, and it's well deserved after a long intermission. But Jay Luciano, your winner today in China, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
No worries. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me on stream tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in if you've been here with us the entire time. If you're just checking in now, obviously, as I said, Jay Luciano, your winner, M3 Guy Driver of the Day. Appreciate you all so much for tuning in, supporting me, and following along with these guys. We will be back next week for Round 6 Formula 20. Make sure you're tuned in for the action. Drop a follow on the account so you don't miss it, and I will see you very, very soon.